Hello everybody and welcome back to Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. I've been really excited since the last time to play this. Here we are. We're back in the CIC of the Normandy.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts. While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
Joker would like to see you
There you
on
go.
the bridge, Commander.
So we're going to go talk to everybody that we can talk to around the ship before we take off, because it is important that we talk to literally everybody in this. I think we're good on this. We have all of our archived messages. Okay, so here's Kelly. Let's talk to Kelly.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
Well, I do hate her new haircut. She looks like a Karen, but she's still a great character.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Ms. Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
No.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
You're a counselor?
You make sure the crew's mental health is sound.
Yes, I look for warning signs. I listen. It's not a full-time job, and it's most effective when done informally.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests.
Well,
advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
Sounds like
kinda.
Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love
Oh, here we
humanity.
go.
I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
Does this sound like another sort of almost real-life argument that we're hearing right now in our real society? Three words, starts with all, ends with matter. Oh boy. Cerberus playing with fire here. You're
That's a
very loving.
Positive attitude.
What can I say?
I'll say that.
I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
No, I joke, but Kelly really is. She is a great character. She's not a piece of shit like a lot of people in Cerberus. She's actually
How do
great.
you feel
Are you
about
happy
being
here?
assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated,
Meet Dunkin'
terrified.
Donuts?
But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Yeah, you can. I drop you. I don't want to say this because I'm not really looking to bed Kelly, to be honest. For specific reasons that I won't share now.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be.
But I'd catch her.
Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
No.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Yeah, there are reasons why we're not gonna get that involved with Kelly. I mean, we'll talk to her more about personal stuff later on, but there's a reason why. And if you've played the game, you know. If you haven't, you'll see. Second. Ear is already starting to itch. Figures. Alright. Yeah, so it's just a map of your ship, okay. So.
Yes, Shepard.
Oh yeah, we can talk to Edie.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I'm installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Oh boy.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
Yeah, it's very
Sounds
impressive.
incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances, or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, we are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
No, but seriously, like, just imagine taking a ship like the Normandy, which was already this prototype badass ship, and then making it like 10 times better. That's what we're riding in right now.
The Elusive Man has monitoring devices on board?
He has invested most
Looking
of
for the
Cerberus's
cameras.
resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Obviously. He's not gonna go around without looking at without cameras and Big Brother watching.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Trust me when I say that Edie, this is just the start for her. If you've played this, you know where this goes eventually. But if you haven't, trust me when I say that Edie is a character not only in this game, but in the next game as well. And it gets crazy.
Let's discuss something
More
else.
ways than one.
Ready.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific inquiry?
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the Elusive Man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
So how many operations is Cerberus running right now?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the bridge, where the navigator plots our FTL vectors, and the helmsman maneuvers the ship.
Yeah, sitting right here, thanks.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby! Better than new! It fits me like a glove! And leather seats! Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I like the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
Enjoy it, Joker. If we're stuck here, we might as well let them pamper us.
Does it breach uniform regs if I get that on a cruise shirt? Because this is my favorite you have no choice ever.
Technically, this is a civilian ship. I'm probably lucky you're still wearing pants.
Yeah, I'll save that for the off-hour cameras. Have an AI watch me 24/7. Jerks.
All right. Yeah, the Edie and Joker's relationship is a really funny one. So, all right. Well, now that we've done that, let's go ahead and step into the armory here, where Jacob is. And
what's this area of the ship?
This is the armory, where small arms are maintained and upgraded. Using Omni-Tool, computer-aided design, and manufacturing, we have the capability to manufacture several new models.
Yep, so you can choose your loadout for everybody. Eventually you'll get other light guns, trust me. You can read all about them. So yeah, we have the arc projector and the grenade launcher. This arc projector is pretty badass. It's the DLC gun. We'll go ahead and use that. Can't change anything out for anybody else right now, but we will. Alright, let's talk to Jacob.
Commander, there hasn't been time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
There you go.
I look forward to working with you, Mr. Taylor.
Likewise, Commander. Let me know if you need anything.
He's very much a suit man right now, but, you know, eventually he'll become, you know, a friend. A good friend.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the elusive man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one linked to each world.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the elusive man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the elusive man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Yeah, it's just a fancy type of communication, but this table goes down. By the way, you'll see when we get to using it. Can't go in the tech lab yet, but we'll be able to once we get Morden.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Oh, have I? Yeah, and Kelly will tell you when you've received messages too. It's pretty cool. You lied to me. You fucking lied to me, Kelly. You fucking lied to me, Kelly. Do that again, Kelly. We're gonna have some problems. Alright, down to the crew quarters. So yeah, we have Gardner, Mess Sergeant Gardner, our
Commander
chef.
Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. Mess Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
Do you have everything you need?
I make do. But have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
So the man cleaning the toilets is also preparing the meals?
I wash my hands. Most of the time. This ain't no luxury liner. You have to pull your own weight in a Cerberus vessel, and I catch what falls through the cracks. Through the cracks.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Back to work. He says that every time we stop talking to him. Yeah, Gardner's he's a funny dude, and yeah, you get a nice little quest to get him some ingredients to prepare better meals and stuff, so it's actually pretty cool. But yeah, he's kind of the janitor, but I always refer to him as the cook just because I don't like to think of him just going around cleaning the Normandy's toilets of alien poop and everything, so, you know. Oh, Miranda, you got a fancy fucking office in here. You got anything for me to take? Got a old couch, bed. Good thing my room's nicer than yours, or I'd be
Commander,
pissed.
what can I do for you?
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
Pretty sure I know how evil Cerberus is.
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody.
Elusive Man.
We're privately funded and our backers trust the Elusive Man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific, but we're all working towards the same goal. The teams you encountered before your accident were mostly part of our military division. But not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
Yeah, because I wiped the floor with those fuckers. So if that's your military...
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the Elusive Man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the Elusive Man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
It's true. I mean, like, you know, a lot of people always talk about how Miranda's, like, one of the hottest, like, crew members of any of you know, of all 3 games, and why so many people were upset about the changes made. But you know.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
But yeah, I mean, she's basically designed to be, you know, this like super hot slash. She's a femme fatale. She's designed to be hot and deadly.
What's this area of the ship?
The sick bay. It is equipped to provide short-term emergency care. In the event of critical injury, personnel must be transferred to a fully equipped medical facility.
Well, 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 look who it is. If it isn't my favorite doctor.
Commander Shepard. I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice Brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
I will get you the bottle. You're my favorite doctor.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center, a very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip. Are you prepared for that?
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skillian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
And that's why she's a badass.
See you later, Doctor.
Commander.
because she's fucking loyal, and she's, you know, she's... Oh, can't go in there yet. Oh shit, I forgot. That's right. I know what that's gonna provide. Ooh. Yeah, she's loyal, and she's willing to, you know, go down with the ship as it is, you know. So here's the other crew quarters. This is where most of the crew sleeps.
How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
We're kind of talking about personal stuff, but yep, here's where they all sleep in their lockers and everything. It's pretty cool stuff. Alright. So finally down to engineering, where we can finish up our talks with the one, the only, Daniels and Donnelly.
To see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Don't worry, we'll get them.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings of a greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seem to be doing that.
See, so a lot of people, they're working for Cerberus not because of, like, hatred for the Alliance. They're working for Cerberus because they believed in the things that we believed in. And when the Alliance and the Council came around, they didn't, you know, they basically stopped believing in the things that I did because I died. And so a lot of people, they knew where their loyalties lied, and they, you know, they didn't stay with it. So they didn't stay with the Alliance because of loyalties to Shepard's belief.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the Collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. He'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
Don't worry, I got another person who loves engines.
Carry on.
Meet her later.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard came.
What's this area of the ship?
This is main engineering, which contains the ship's main fusion plant and Mass Effect core.
Yeah, this is where Tally will stand when later on. But yeah, they're they're a couple of great people.
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land the ship on high-gravity worlds.
Exactly, which is why we need a shuttle. And in the third game, we'll actually get to go down onto the deck here. So that's pretty cool. All right. Well, back to the CIC. We have a lot of things to do. We have, well, first of all, Codex.
Living beyond the Omega.
Yeah, there's the disgusting collectors, the giant living cockroaches of the galaxy.
The systems, with elaborate secrecy, Cerberus.
Yeah,
the Systems
SR2,
Alliance UT-47 drop shuttle.
The Kodiak. That's what they call it, the Kodiak. Overlord. Yeah, Planet Ite. Don't worry, we will be beginning to explore all that good stuff. Alright. Squad, I got 2 points. I believe that's 2. Alright, well, we'll drop one in Incendiary. And then, yeah, assignments. We need to get those couplings in Omega. The brandy. I don't remember what that is, but we'll find it. The ingredients in the Citadel. Overlord. DLC. Project Firewalker. DLC. Normandy Crash Site. We also have Stop the Collectors. That's our master mission. The dossiers on Kasumi, Saeed, talk to the Council and Citadel, get Morden, the Warlord, Archangel, and the Convict Jack, Dr. Okirian. So we have all these dossiers. I'm not sure what we're going to do first. Probably get Morden. But first of all, let's just go ahead and show you the map here. So yeah, you actually get to fly a little ship around here this time. See, look how cool this is. So basically, the 40% is how much of it's like explored, and you know, blah blah blah. So it shows you kind of where everything is. There's Omega. Omega is basically this like giant like asteroid that's got a bunch of shops on it. There's missions, all kinds of shit. Here's the Omega 4 relay. Fuel depot. Now this is actually useful because we have to have fuel to be able to fly to certain places. We can also buy probes. Use probes for planets. We've got mass relay here. It works a little differently than normal. So we got planets. They're basically like unexplored. So this is Urdok. Urdok is a close orbiting brown dwarf. Most red-brown dwarf binary systems have an average separation of 8 AU. The Saurabaric system is about 12 billion years old and has long since used up deuterium used to fuel fusion, so Urdok is not luminous like some brown dwarfs are. Urdok is a Class L brown dwarf with a relatively low temperature of 1300 degrees Celsius, but its heat and gravity have made it unpopular for development. There are rumors that the heads of several of Omega's crime syndicates maintain private residences on various moons. Whatever the truth of the matter, battles between syndicate vessels are often observed around the ring plane. News outlets on Omega maintain satellites at Urdok's Lagrange point for real-time coverage of these battles, which garner high viewer ratings. So basically, you start a scanner, and the way that you do this is you just kind of move this around until you get to these high points. It'll tell you when to launch a probe.
Probe away. You research projects, palladium is used to upgrade heavy pistols, armor, and cybernetics.
When it ticks, you want to launch a probe for the collector chitin armor and research project. Yep, see that a bit. So basically, I like to drain a planet of anything.
Probe launched. In research projects, iridium is used to upgrade heavy weapons, submachine guns, and assault rifles. Probe away.
So yeah, essentially we'll just scan the planet. I'll probably end up doing a lot of this stuff off of off camera, just because it's like
Probe launched.
Might find this boring.
Launching probe.
You get really high spikes like that, which is what you want. Yeah, see, those are what you're looking for. But it's always good to, you know, still get little amounts as well.
Launching probe.
Yeah, there we go.
Launching probe.
You always want to look for it when it's like at its highest, really.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe launched.
It's pretty good as well.
Projects, platinum is used to upgrade sniper rifles, shotguns, and medical equipment. Launching probe.
So yeah, basically when it's at poor, it essentially means that like you've kind of like drained the planet of like its resources, and that's kind of what we want. Like you're still gonna find little pockets like this. That's essentially what we want, though. We kind of want to drain it to pretty much nothing.
Launching probe. Probe away. Probe launched.
So there you go, depleted. Once you hit depleted, that's kind of what you want in terms of, you know, a planet. So you can see kind of how everything I've done here. I always, like I said, I always like doing depleted, getting to depleted, just because of the fact that, you know, I don't want to leave anything behind, and it's also very useful. So you get like any planet, you know. Standard methane ammonia gas giant. Morgan is the main source of helium-3 for ships coming to or from Omega. Most of its fueling stations are run by criminal cartels, engaged in cutthroat, sometimes literally, pricing wars. Morgan is also widely known for its layover stations where pirates in a hurry can find fuel, ammunition, intoxicants, gambling, and sexual companionship at any hour. So, I mean, basically, if you really want to, you could get all like the higher, you know, type stuff.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Then that's what you just kind of do. You just kind of move it.
Launching probe. Probe away.
You always want to just go from like top to bottom.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Go.
Probe launched. Launching probe. Probe
Really
launched.
big spike out there somewhere.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
Yeah, you always want to go from like top to bottom just to kind of make sure that you...
Probe launched.
Get everything. That's typically how I work. Just kind of doing that. So, like I said, I'll show you. I'm showing you a couple. You know, show you kind of how this works. You know, throughout it. You know, all of this. So. If it were closer to Sara Barrick, Bender would have an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. In the deep cold of the outer solar system, however, both elements have long since frozen to the ground. So yeah, sometimes like smaller planets are the best because. So yeah, see, this planet is rich, which is great news.
Probe away.
That's pretty good.
Probe launched.
That's pretty good.
Probe launched. Probe launched. Probe launched.
A lot of platinum here.
Probe away.
And yeah, Ezo is the hardest thing to find.
Launching probe.
Ooh, that's a high spike.
Probe away. Probe away. Launching probe. Probe away. Probe away. Probe launched. Probe launched.
Yeah, see, so sometimes it can go from good to depleted.
Probe launched.
But always make sure that you finish your scan of the whole rest of the place, just because you don't want to...
Probe launched.
So I look at it as like every little bit helps, basically. So yeah, there we go. So yeah, I mean, you'll spend a lot on what do you call it, probes, but I'm fine with that. Okay, so where is Morden? Let me see here. It's on Omega. Okay, so Omega is where we're gonna head first, I think. Actually, yeah, Omega is where we're gonna go first. Built in a mined-out husk of a metallic asteroid, Omega has been a haven for criminals, terrorists, and malcontents for thousands of years. At times, the station has lain idle and abandoned for centuries, only to be reactivated by a new group of outlaws seeking a fresh start. Space Station's original elegant design has given way to a haphazard expansion by scrabbling factions of every species. There's no central government or unifying authority on Omega, and nobody can recall a time where there ever was one. Population 7.8 million. So there you go. To Omega we go! Gee, I wonder. Alright.
Welcome to Omega. You're new here, aren't you? I can always tell. Allow me to... Oh, hello, Mocklin. I was just...
Leave, Fargate, now.
Of course, Mocklin. Whatever she wants.
Blasted scavengers. Welcome to Omega, Shepard.
You know who I am?
Of course. We had you tagged the moment you entered the Terminus systems. You're not as subtle as you think. Arya wants to know what brings a dead Spectre to Omega. I suggest you go to Afterlife now and present yourself.
I'll keep that in mind.
Afterlife now.
Arya to Loke. She runs...
warnings about the slums where Dr. Morden Solus runs the clinic. Anticipate resistance at the transport station. I have also accessed
She runs Afterlife.
mercenary groups regarding plans to deal with the Archangel. There's a recruiting station at Afterlife that may have information on him.
So we have our map here. Speaking of, here's Zaid.
Please. You have to help me.
No one said you could talk, jackass.
You Zaid Masani?
Yeah, that's me. You must be Commander Shepard. Hey, we have a galaxy to save.
I assume you've been briefed?
I've done my homework. Cerberus sent me everything I needed to know.
My contacts told me we're picking up one man, not two.
Batarian delinquent. Pissed off someone rich enough to hire me to go after him. And for my bring him in alive rates even.
Please. I didn't do it.
I said shut it. Tried to lead me on a chase all over the systems. You should have known better. These people always run to Omega.
What's your relationship with Cerberus?
Easy. Cerberus is paying me a lot of money to help you on your mission. That's the long and short.
Not many mercs would take a suicide mission for the pay.
Most mercs don't get an offer like the one Cerberus sent me. This mission doesn't sound like good business, but your elusive man can move a lot of credits.
Good to have you, Zaid. We have a lot to do.
That's what they tell me. I assume the elusive man told you about our arrangement.
What kind of arrangement?
Picked up a mission a little while back, just before I signed on with Cerberus. Thought you might be interested. You heard the name Vito Santiago? He's the head of the Blue Suns, runs the whole organization. Seems he recently captured an Eldfell Ashland refinery on Zoya, and is using their workers for slave labor. The company wants it dealt with.
I'll make sure we get that done.
Good. Get it out of the way so we can concentrate on being big goddamn heroes. I better turn this thing in before it starts to stink. I'll be locked and loaded next time you're ready to get some killing done.
So there you go, that's Saeed. Welcome aboard. Alright, everybody. Shall we? So here's Afterlife. We'll go there first, of course, because there's no point in really kind of going there.
Are you expecting me?
What are you looking at?
Don't you have something better to do than pick fights with people you don't know?
No, just the ones who get in my face.
You see my gun. Do you really want to do this?
Fine. You're off the hook. For now. See you around.
Yeah, you can just have conversations with sometimes, just walking along. Don't worry, just go with the flow, I guess. Oh yeah, by the way, shout out to the Afterlife music. I used to have this shit on my iPod, and I used to listen to it all the time because I loved it. Hey, there's the brandy. Order a drink. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
I never know which pair of eyes to look at.
I'm always seeing like a talk thing.
I'm busy. Go away.
I'm busy.
Give me another drink, love.
Private room. Lower Afterlife.
You want to talk? Talk to Aria.
Got it. So it goes up, and here's Aria. Hello, Aria.
That's close enough.
It's a long time. Oh, come on, people.
Stand still.
If you're looking for weapons, you're not doing a very good job. Can't be too careful with dead specters. That could be anyone wearing your face. I was told you're the person to talk to if I have questions.
They're clean.
Depends on the questions. You run Omega?
She runs Afterlife, pretty much.
I am Omega. But you need more. Everyone needs more something, and they all come to me. I'm the boss, CEO, queen, if you're feeling dramatic. It doesn't matter. Omega has no titled ruler and only one rule. Don't fuck with Arya. I like it. Easy to remember. If you forget, someone will remind you.
And then I toss your sorry
doubt
ass
that.
out the nearest airlock.
So, what can I do for you? I'm trying to track down Archangel. You and half of Omega. You want him dead too? Why is everyone after him? He thinks he's fighting on the side of good. There is no good side to Omega. Everything he does pisses someone off. It's catching up to him. Just the kind of guy I'm looking for. Really? Well, aren't you interesting? You're gonna make some enemies teaming up with Archangel. That's assuming you can get to him. He's in a bit of trouble right now. Just tell me how to find him. The local merc groups are recruiting anyone with a gun to help them take down Archangel.
Sounds like that might be our ticket in.
They're using a private room for recruiting. Just over there. I'm sure they'll sign you up. What can you tell me about Archangel? Not as much as I'd like. He showed up here several months ago and started causing all sorts of problems. If you make your own laws, which everyone here does, he makes life difficult. He's reckless and idealistic. But he seems to know enough to stay clear of me. Which merc groups are after Archangel? Blue Suns, Eclipse, Blood Pack. They're Omega's major players. Unless they're at war, you'll never see them together. But one thing they hate more than each other is Archangel. Do you hate Archangel? I don't have time for hate, but I distrust them all equally. For now, I'm happy just to let them kill each other. I appreciate the help. See if you still feel that way when the mercs realize you're here to help them. I'm looking for Morden Solus. Do you know where I can find him? The Solarian doctor? Last I heard, he was trying to help plague victims in the quarantine zone. I always liked Morden. He's as likely to heal you as he is to shoot you. What can you tell me about him? Used to be part of the Solarian Special Tasks Group. He's brilliant and dangerous. Just don't get him talking. He never shuts up. If you really
That's
need
true,
to find
he doesn't.
him, take a shuttle to the quarantine zone. No guarantee they'll let you in, of course. So you must know what's what on Omega. Everything that's worth knowing. I don't usually give it out freely. Information is power. Mundane things you can find yourself. Take a walk in a back alley or buy one of the mercs a drink. Better yet, talk to the entertainers. They give great tours. Just don't waste my time. Tell me how you got set up here. That's as privileged as information gets. I have many friends and enemies I keep at varying distances. I don't count you among either. We'll see how useful you prove. Short answer, mind your own damn business. One scan and we're straight to business. People are usually more concerned about who I am. Your death was downplayed, but hardly what I call a secret. I had to make sure it was really you. You could have been anyone, anything. Whatever you need will come out on its own. I'm curious, but Omega doesn't really care about you. Maybe I'll come back later. Maybe I'll be here.
So yeah, Arya, she runs Afterlife. She you know, she does a lot of stuff here, and she's not the friendliest person around, but do enough, you get on her good side eventually. All right, so enter the quarantine zone. Join the mercs. All right, well, let's go talk to those mercs. We got the brandy, by the way. In our codex, what we have? These secrets.
Originally an asteroid. Freedom.
Yeah.
I hear you're recruiting.
step inside. You'll get paid when the job's done, just like everyone else. Who's next? Well, aren't you sweet? You're in the wrong place, honey. Strippers' quarters are that way. Wow, not even a smile. So you're here to fight then?
Sure, if this is the place to go after Archangel.
This is the place. Standard fee is 500 credits each. You get paid when the job's done. If you die, your friends don't collect your share. You'll need your own weapons and armor. Looks like you got that covered. And no, this does not make you a member of the Blue Suns, Eclipse, or the Blood Pack. You are a freelancer, period. Any questions?
Why are the mercs working together to take down Archangel?
You haven't been on Omega long, huh? He does everything he can to screw with us. Shipments go missing. Operations are compromised. Every month it gets worse. Tarek and the other bosses are tired of losing credits. And men.
Is he a heavy hitter? How many merc bosses are involved in this attack?
Yeah. Tarek runs the Blue Suns, but all three bosses are overseeing the operation. Jarrett's leading the Eclipse and Garm's the head of the Blood Pack. Tarek's in charge, but the others would never say that. I'm surprised they're in on this at all, but I guess getting rid of Archangel is worth it.
What do we do once we're there? How do we get to Archangel?
The mercs will tell you when you get there. Last I heard, they were putting the freelancers into scouting groups. They attack in waves to distract Archangel while we try to get past his defenses.
So we're just fodder for his bullets?
If you don't like it, don't sign up. But if you do your job right, it's easy credits. Besides, what are the odds he can kill all of you?
Seems like a lot of trouble for just one guy.
He had a whole team, but we've dealt with them. Now he's just one guy. But he's got the advantage. It's his base of operations and he knows we're coming. He's planned for an attack like this. Lost a lot of men trying to get to him already.
It's gonna be tough to get to him.
Like chasing a Vorch out of the sewer pipes. But that's why we're recruiting. If we just keep throwing fighters at him, we'll get him eventually.
Where's the attack taking place?
Archangel's base of operations. He's been hiding right under our noses. I can't tell you exactly where you're going, but we'll get you there.
Where do we go?
Just head over to the transport depot outside the club. One of our boys will take you from there. Send in the next one.
Hey, is this where I sign up?
You look a little young to be freelancing as a merc.
I'm old enough. I grew up on Omega. I know how to use a gun.
So does Archangel.
I can handle myself. Besides, I just spent 50 credits on this pistol and I want to use it.
Get your money back.
Hey, what are you...
Trust me, kid. You'll thank me later.
Alright. So... upper afterlife, lower afterlife... Let's see here. Go down there. Yeah, this is lower, down here. Ken Savage, Omega Market, Harriet's Emporium, Apartments. Okay. We'll head down here.
Freedom's progress has been attacked by unknown sources, locking yet another in the chronicle of errors failed to defend.
Watch the Asaria strippers. Really want to.
No. You said he had close family. They'll just want revenge. Kill the family first. Then he'll get angry, come at you stupid. And then you kill him. I don't think I know you
I'm the Patriarch. Aria's Patriarch. What do you want?
Why do they call you Patriarch?
It's like an Asari matriarch, only male. It was Aria's little joke. After she took me down, she let me live. Kept me around as an advisor and a trophy.
What do you know about Aria?
A few centuries ago, Omega was my rock. When Aria arrived, she had nothing but the clothes on her back. I thought she was another dancer. She killed half my men and convinced the rest that she could run this place better than I did. She came for me here in this bar. We tore this place apart. She crushed one of my hearts, shattered half the bones in my body, and left me alive.
What made her decide to leave you alive?
No, she doesn't destroy what she can use. She said I could have all my old comforts if I served as her advisor. I knew how things worked. I knew who to lean on, who to smack down, who to smile at. And everyone who respected me saw me beaten, broken. They knew that as strong as I'd been, she was stronger.
A Krogan as old as you must have some great stories.
I killed a lot of people, lived well, and was beaten by a small Asari who keeps me around as an example. My time is done. Anyone I killed is long forgotten. The stories are Aria's now.
I should be going.
Yes, there's some pretty interesting characters you'll just like meet around the place. Worth talking to them though, 'cause sometimes they provide quests. We'll deal with Forvan here in a sec. Oh yeah, we can dance! So yeah, you've heard about the three, you know, I guess you call them gang clans that are like running around here. The Blue Suns, the Blood Pack, and the Eclipse. Blue Suns are blue, Eclipse I think is yellow, and Blood Pack is red, of course. Blood Pack is fucking Vorcha, which you haven't seen yet, but might as well do this to get this shit out of the way. See, I told you, like I said, I should just do this and get this shit out of the way.
2 years since the destruction of the Destiny Ascension, planning for the fleet of the new...
Say something, Commander.
What's going on here?
You ought to be all right. Just take her easy. Looks like you broke the first rule of Omega. Don't order a drink at Afterlife if you're human.
Humans aren't welcome at Afterlife?
It's just that one Batarian bartender. He's got a stick up his ass about a bunch of Batarians that died a while back. No one does a thing about it, though. Humans ain't exactly held in high regard around here.
That bartender tried to poison me?
Tried is the word. As far as I know, you're the first human to survive it. Me and my friend Jake went there to celebrate our new shipping business. He got real drunk, and an hour later, he was puking blood.
Duly noted. Let's get back to work.
Be careful out there.
Oh yeah, if you're wondering, this is a Vorcha right here. Ugly demon looking fuck? Yeah. You're going the right way. Yep. Alright, let's go fuck up this guy's life. What up, bitch?
Do I know you? No, humans all look the same. Here, have a drink on the house.
What do you think these people will do when they find out you're poisoning your customers?
Poisoning what now?
This has nothing to do with you.
Who's next? Turians? You don't like them either, right?
Answer the damn question, Forvan.
You want a piece of me? I'll leave your corpse for the fortune.
I didn't have to shoot him.
Chances.
Thanks, Ogren. And now his blood's all over the place. Well, that's the best part of the song right here. Got the afterlife. Disgusting Borcha. Dead body here. Batarian guy is rocking in the corner. Alright, so the markets are through here.
Alliance military officials are having difficulty meeting hiring quotas, according to a new report. Since Eden Prime, an initial surge in patriotic enlistments was followed by a downturn, as the public became skeptical.
Human, tell Captain Gavorn we not kill anyone today.
I don't know a Captain Gavorn. Why would I tell him anything?
Not trust you. Tell Gavorn we know his tricks. We not kill anyone today.
There seem to be a lot of Vorcha on Omega.
Go away. Talk too much. Gavorn's thugs get no more. We leave.
Good talking to you.
No more talk. We know Gavorn's tricks. We leave.
Yeah, those are the Vorcha. There's something alright.
This place. How can these people be left to rot like this?
You don't understand, or you don't want to?
Doesn't really matter.
No. Omega has worked this way for a very long time. No one's changing it now.
Hello, Ken.
Hello there. Might I interest you in some salvage tech? Every credit goes toward a ticket to get me off this forsaken rock.
I buy a lot of parts and equipment. Maybe we can make an arrangement.
Well, you seem like a decent person, but you can't breathe a word of it to Harry.
Of course.
Then we have a deal. Maybe I'll at least sell something to you.
What brought a nice kid like you to Omega?
My pilgrimage. What money I had got stolen within a few days, so I decided to sell salvage parts. You can see how that turned out. Harrod's forcing me to sell high, and I can't even afford a ticket off this station.
How much do you need to get off Omega?
I still need 1,000 credits to pay my way, but I couldn't let you do that. This is my mistake on my pilgrimage. It's my problem.
Here you go. 1,000 credits. Get out of here.
Thank you. With this, I can finally continue on my pilgrimage. I'm going to buy my ticket right now. Thank you again.
Alright, anyway. Let's see here. So the couplings. Yep. We need those. Some guns here. Heavy ammo capacity.
This might be useful.
Shotgun damage. Got some plasma shotgun.
This is valuable.
Can buy it all, I guess. Why not? Where the hell does this go? Yeah, we're not gonna have enough to buy everything here, but we'll buy enough. We'll buy plenty of stuff eventually.
Uncovered Saren's plan, defeated the
visor. Hey, there's the ship. Master chest plate. So yeah, like a tool upgrade. Terminus armor. Yeah, we'll get all this stuff eventually.
Tentatively excited. Welcome, human. What can I get for you?
What kinds of things do you sell here?
Friendly, salvaged parts. All kinds. Mostly legitimate.
He's got a cigar in his mouth.
My prices are the lowest anywhere on the station. You won't find salvage cheaper than mine.
I have things to do.
Courteously, have a fine day. Take a look at my kiosk if you want to buy anything.
Back here.
Where did you get that fantastic new visor? You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Yeah, we have the Omega Market here. Hey, Fornax. Also the Blood Dragon armor from Dragon Age. Extra helmet. Weapon upgrades. 60,000 for that. So yeah, we'll be getting all this stuff eventually. Just have to come back here and purchase it.
I might have something here for humans. Not much.
I'm in the mood to spend some money, but I think I can find better stuff elsewhere.
You won't find a better selection anywhere. Unless you're willing to risk the black market.
I'd rather deal with you than give money to those thieves. You sure we can't make a deal?
Look, I can't compete with the black market. I have to make a profit. I'll do what I can. But don't tell anyone or I'll lose my shirt.
Yeah, now the prices have gone down a little bit. Apartments. Go to the quarantine zone. The VIP. Here, which we can't go to yet.
What do you want?
What's behind this door?
VIP section of the club. For those with the right name. Do you want something?
I'd like to join the party.
This really isn't your kind of place. Afterlife's main floor has lots of drinks and great music. What do you want?
I don't want anything at all.
Check out Afterlife's main floor. You'll like it.
Alright, yeah, we'll come back to that later. Said we'll have to remember to come back here for the Omega Market stuff and for Harrod's Emporium. Get all the rest of that stuff.
End is not. Humans are a blight on galactic purity. You, sir, you are a blight. You, and you, and you. Protheans cast off the lesser races. The Krogan, the Vorja, and the humans.
Let's lead back to the main area. So the apartments are over here.
Complaining is pointless, human. There's a plague. Nobody can...
I told you to get lost, lady. The plague has the whole zone quarantined. Nobody gets in.
I'm human, you ass. Humans can't get the plague. Now let me get my stuff out before looters get it.
This thing affects every other race out there. We're not taking chances. Nobody gets in until the plague has run its course.
So you're saying the slums are completely sealed off?
Finally, a human that can hear. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
You can't keep me out. I'm gonna lose all my stuff.
I'm doing you a favor, human. Anybody in the quarantine zone will be dead from the plague or the gangs in a few weeks.
I didn't think Omega had any kind of law enforcement. Who gave the order to quarantine the slums?
Fresh off the transport, huh? Arya Tilok calls the shots around here. She's got her little blue hands on every business in this district. And a plague is bad for business. She hired us to keep anyone from entering or leaving the quarantine zone.
There's a Solarian named Morden Solis in the slums. I've got to get in there to find him.
The doctor? Yeah, crazy bastard opened a clinic in the district a few months ago. The Blue Suns weren't too happy when he moved in. I hear Morden's trying to deal with the plague. I wish him luck, but the area is still locked down. Our orders are to wait until either the plague or the Blue Suns kill everyone. Then go in and clean up.
Listen, you're stuck here till this quarantine's over. That could take weeks. What you really need is to get this problem solved right now. That's what I do. Solve problems. Let me in and I'll get this district straightened out.
You think you can fix this? Why not? Quarantine is more to keep infected people in anyway. I'll radio ahead, tell them you're coming in.
Wait, you're stopping me, but not them? You son of a bitch.
You don't have a grenade launcher, lady. Get lost.
Fortunately, humans are immune to the plague.
Alright, well, we're gonna take Brandon Jacob still. And we're gonna keep our arc projector, so I don't know. Okay. Codex, what do we have? Oh yeah, Fornax. Got this magazine. Launched in 2167, Fornax magazine described itself as the galaxy's finest xenophilia. By its 5th year, Fornax became the first human magazine to offer full 5-sensory stimulation. Previously unaffordable magazine technology made profitable by the economy of scale. With a monthly publishing run of 127 million available in both hard copy and direct download, Fornax offers a range of alien models, particular emphasis on the unisexual Asari, although both genders of Quarians, Drell, Batarians, and Volus are regularly depicted. Specialty editions such as Ganit Elcor and Krogasm service devoted but smaller markets. So yeah, it's basically alien porn. Alright, Price of Revenge. Transit Hub. So yeah, we're go ahead and just drop a save here. We got some Ezo, not bad. That's the hardest thing to find, by the way.
Don't shoot, they're cleared to come in.
Hello. So this quarantine zone, basically, there's this like plague killing aliens, but we can't catch it, so we're good.
Good luck in that. Blue Suns and Orchard shooting anything that moves.
Well, you know.
We've been spotted. They're through my shields. Here we go.
Guess they just left the dead in the streets.
Burning corpses. Must be trying to keep the plague from spreading.
This is another different type of hack. Matching code segments. Void red codes, find out matching. Oh, that in the top left corner of the screen. That's right. God damn it. Like forgetting how to do that a little bit. Like I said, that's why we want to make sure that we're always looking around for things. You know, credits, stuff like that.
Human. Should have guessed. Bad enough you infect us with this plague. Now you lack the decency to even wait until I die before you come to steal my possessions.
Is there anything I can do for you?
Get away from me, human. Your kind has done too much already. Your plague did this to me. Your faint pity is the final insult.
Humans didn't create this plague.
Lies drip from your mouth like the blood from my sores. The proof is there for all to see. Your species is the only one that does not succumb to the virus. Yours and the wretched Vorcha.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Humans looking for the human sympathizer. I hope the Vorcha burned Morden and his clinic to the ground. I hope you... I hope... Damn it. Damn you.
Hey, stay with me. This won't cure the plague, but it might help a bit.
Oh, you helped me. Why?
I'm not a piece of shit. Hold on a second.
It's what I do. I don't know if I can find a cure for this plague, but I'm gonna try.
Your words sound sincere. Maybe it's the fever. But as you said, what have I to lose? What do you wish to know?
Why are you so convinced humans are behind this outbreak?
The plague is too potent to be a naturally occurring virus. Airborne transmission across numerous species, near perfect mortality rate. It had to be created in a lab. And since humans are the only species not affected, there is only one logical conclusion.
Aren't the Vorcha immune to the plague? What if they spread the virus so they could take over the district?
Vorcha are immune to disease. A human-created plague wouldn't affect them. But if the Vorcha created the plague, why wouldn't it affect humans? Besides,
okay, good point.
The Vorcha aren't smart enough to make a virus like this. They're scavengers. Sorry, human. You may not want to believe it, but all the evidence points to your species.
I need to find Morden Solus.
He has a clinic on the far side of the district. He's taking in refugees, offering to help those infected with the plague. I was afraid to go to him before. He is dangerous, but perhaps he can help.
What makes Morden worse than dying from the plague?
The Blue Suns tried to press him for protection money. He killed them, stunned them with some kind of toxin, then gunned them down. He's not just a doctor. Doctors don't execute people and display the bodies as a warning.
When I find Morden, I'll tell him about you. If he has a cure, I'll make sure someone gets it to you.
Thank you. My time is running short, but at least you have given me a flicker of hope to brighten the darkness of my final hours. I want to die. Whatever Morden is, I will risk it if he can reach me.
You were talking about Vorcha earlier.
Before the quarantine, the Blue Suns controlled this district. But as their numbers fell to the plague, Vorcha moved in. The Blue Suns are fighting to protect their territory. But as the plague spreads, it's only a matter of time until the Vorcha overwhelm them.
I should go.
Goodbye, human.
Power cells.
Looks like he tried to claw his way out. No one wants to die trapped like an animal.
Bastards see us in this room. Said we're infected. Idiots can't tell the difference between the plague and a simple cough. Nothing to do now but sit tight and wait for them to wise up. Good thing we brought a deck of cards. 2 days in. Nobody's even come by to check on us. Never thought the Blue Suns would turn their backs on me. This group used to stand for something. When I get out of here, I'm gonna make them pay. Datus isn't doing too good. I think he really does have the plague. Gotta get out of here before he infects me too. Davis died last night. He's still talking to me, though. Good to hear his voice. The company is nice. Nobody should die alone.
So yeah, that's what happened in here. It's unfortunate. Got a wall safe here, 4,000 credits, nice.
Came by this morning and did something to my door. Now it won't open. Burned out the circuits, maybe. They said they were trying to control the spread of the plague. But I'm not even infected. Damn Turians. Must be some kind of extortion racket. Trap me in here for a day or two, then offer to let me out if I pay them off.
Charge him up! Humans, don't let him spread the plague. Stun him! Get over here! Crisis in the eye!
Oh!
Get over here!
Oh God!
Target down!
And this guy.
Then we'll put them down.
Okay.
This should come in handy.
Modified assault rifle. Okay, so the objective, of course, you always want to make sure that you stay away from the objective when you're searching, so that you can then explore other areas. Don't worry, you're safe. I mean, safe is a relative term. Brand.
Ever since this plague started, the Blue Suns have been out to get us. They're killing as many people as the disease.
Is what I hear right? That this plague doesn't affect humans?
No, it seems like some kind of bioweapon or something, since it affects so many different species. The Blue Suns figure humans caused it. They're shooting us on sight. God knows how many have already died.
They should be looking at the Vorcha, not us. Ever since the plague hit, they've been taking over Blue Sun's territory.
You said the Vorcha moved in just after the plague hit?
Right after the district was quarantined. Vorcha are immune to diseases, so they're not getting sick.
Not sure where they came from. Never saw many Vorcha around before. Sure seemed like they were ready for this.
Only nobody thinks the Vorcha are smart enough to create a virus like this. The Blue Suns need someone else to blame. Like us.
You said the Vorcha were taking over Blue Sun's territory?
Trying to. The Blue Suns don't go down easy. The plague softened them up, but they still have enough firepower to hold some of their turf. The Turians are getting pushed back. The deeper you go into the district, the more Vorcha you'll see. Unless they see you first.
What else can you tell me about the plague? When did it start?
The first cases cropped up about 2 weeks ago. Nobody paid much attention until it started to spread. Usually takes about a week to kill you, but it spreads fast. 3 days after the first outbreak, there were over 50 known cases.
That's when everyone noticed humans weren't getting sick.
Gee.
And the quarantine came down and everything went to hell.
Sounds like a Delta version of something that I'm familiar with.
Any idea how the victims contracted it?
Not sure. Probably airborne. Even after the Blue Suns started sealing victims up inside their own apartments, the plague kept spreading. Now they just gun victims down and burn the bodies in the streets. Doesn't seem to be helping, though. People are dying by the dozens.
Tell me more about the Blue Suns.
They're a mercenary gang, mostly Turian. Used to run this district. Kept things nice and stable for the most part.
As long as you paid your monthly protection fees, everything was cool. Rates were pretty reasonable. For Omega, at least.
And this damn plague hit. Everyone started dying. The Vorcha started moving in. The Blue Suns lost control and the whole district turned into a war zone.
I need to find Morden Solus.
Oh yeah, him. He's got a clinic on the other side of the district.
Heard he's taking in refugees now. Trying to help plague victims. Offering protection from the Suns and the Vorcha.
Sure. A doctor with military-grade mechs helping people for free. On Omega, grow up.
Sounds like you don't think much of the doctor in his clinic.
The Vorcha tried to muscle in. He gunned them down. Just like that. Pop, pop, pop. Didn't even use his mechs.
Then the Blue Suns heard he was sheltering humans and they went to burn down the clinic. He killed them too. Then he went inside and got back to work. He's cold. Must be Solarian Special Forces or something.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I've never heard of this man.
You can't stay trapped in this apartment. If you get to Morden's, you might at least survive until the quarantine ends.
Are you nuts? We'd never make it. The streets are crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha. We don't even have pistols.
Besides, I'm not risking my life on a rumor that some Solarian might offer me sanctuary.
I know you're scared, but your only hope is to get to Morden's clinic. I'm gonna be under fire from the Blue Suns and the Vortices, so I can't take you with me. But I promise you this. I'll do what I can to leave a safe path for you to follow me. It's risky, but I think it's your only chance.
Okay, you're right. We'll never make it if we stay here. We have to try. We'll wait here for a while and give you time to clear the way. Then we'll head for Morden's clinic, if we're lucky. Maybe we'll meet you there.
Make sure you clear a good path for us. I don't want to get shot on the way to Morden's clinic.
Yeah, don't worry. I got you. I've already killed everybody thus far. So you should be good, to be honest. Everybody out here is already dead. Just making sure there's nothing over here. Alright, cool. Like I said, we want to be getting as much money as possible. There's a lot of expensive stuff. There are guides that are always telling you, like, hey, don't waste your money on this or this. Trust me, you can buy everything in this game. You can buy everything in this game if you search everything, so.
Enemy!
Hi. Up here.
Firing now.
Yes, Miranda. My sniper rifle out. Boop. Boop.
Positioning. Sure thing.
Going now.
Got it.
Boop. Boop. Oh, you fucking piece of shit.
I've got him. Right between the...
Now let's finish you off.
Boop. Boy, I'm out of sniper rifle ammo. Let's just get back to the pistol, I guess.
It seems we've crossed into
Whoa!
territory.
The Blue Suns have given up a lot of turf.
See that guy?
doesn't
He
bode well
launched,
for them.
bro. Knocked out those. I'm still trying to get those headshots. After I get all those headshots, it ain't gonna really matter all that much. Man, I do still have to like set people on fire and shit, but. Okay. Came in from over here, correct?
Hey, back off. We got here first.
I don't care who got here first.
Hey, what did I say? We found this stuff. It's ours.
Ah, forget it. Nothing but junk in here. This place is worse than the last one.
What are you doing in this apartment? Did you kill that Turian?
What, the guy on the floor? Nah, the plague took care of him. We're just here to take a full accounting of all his worldly possessions.
Stealing from the dead. That's pretty low.
What's the big deal? It's not like they're gonna miss anything. We're just showing a little entrepreneurial spirit. The plague doesn't affect humans, so we might as well cash in.
Besides, if we don't take this stuff, the Vorcha or Blue Suns will. Better us than them, right?
No more looting.
Oh, what? You gonna shoot us?
This plague won't last forever. When the Blue Suns come back, they won't like you looting in their territory.
Yeah, well, maybe they won't find out. It's not like there's any witnesses alive to tell them.
Are some dead Turian's trinkets and a handful of credits worth that risk?
We just wanted to make a bit of quick cash. But when you put it like that, doesn't sound like such a good idea. Hardly found anything valuable anyway. Yeah, you're probably right. It's not worth it.
Do you know a Solarian named Morden Solus?
Yeah, I know him. Got a clinic right around the corner. Take plenty of ammo if you go that way. It's crawling with Blue Suns and Vorcha.
The Blue Suns control this district, right?
Well, they used to, before the plague wiped half of them out. Seems like it won't be long until the Vorcha finish them off. Yeah, I'm kind of sorry to see them go. Blue Suns ran a tight ship, kept the district in line for the most part.
So see, everybody seemed to like having the Blue Suns around, and then when the Vorcha showed up and the plague happened, well, you know, everything went to
Tell
shit.
me everything you know about Morden Solus.
That guy is crazy. He'll patch up a gunshot wound for free, then kick your ass and throw you out when you try to grab a few painkillers.
Be honest, man. You kind of had that coming.
No way he's just a doctor. No doctor puts down a Blue Sun squad like that.
All I know is if you go to his clinic, don't cause any trouble.
Cannot confirm or deny.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
Pass.
Blue Suns used to keep them down. But with all the Suns getting sick, the Vorcha are making a push to take over the district. Don't know who's gonna come out on top. We just want to stay the hell out of the way.
So see, the idea that when talking to multiple people, it really does seem like, you know, the Vorcha, they're the ones who probably introduced the plague. They're trying to make humans look like the bad guys, so the Blue Suns will kill them as well as, you know, trying to get the Vorcha to eliminate them. But also, you know, the Blue Suns are getting sick with the plague, and the Blue Suns are the only thing keeping the Vorcha from being able to take over this district. Seems pretty suspect.
What else can you tell me about the plague?
I don't know. Started about a week ago, I think. Aliens started dying off left and right, and they quarantined the district.
Figured we had to look out for ourselves. Started scoping out some apartments, taking what we could carry.
Seemed like a good idea at the time. Guess we didn't really think it through.
We need to get going.
Yeah, sure. We'll just stay here for a while. Get some rest.
Don't worry, you made your point. We ain't gonna steal nothing.
So yeah, it's, you know, seems like the Vorcha wanted the humans to take, the fall for the plague. Credits.
No funny business once you're in the clinic, unless you want to deal with those mechs.
Fair enough.
Hostiles are cleared!
Morden's around here somewhere. Go talk to him. We need all the help we can get.
Sorry, too busy to stop and chat. You should go find Morden.
So now we have two options. We have our regular assault rifle. We also have the Matic. Barriers. also have this Geth plasma shotgun. We'll go with that as well. Change things up, I guess.
On our way here, we saw humans looting the apartments of the dead. It made me sick.
Can't go through there.
This clinic is a sanctuary. If you're looking for trouble, go somewhere else.
Morden saved my life. I owe him everything.
Professor, we're running low on toxin.
Use melanorin. Plenty on hand. Almost as good. Causes cramping in Batarians. Supplement with butemerol.
Down there and reach. Got it.
Senesine is the catalyst.
Platinum here.
Expensive to mass produce.
Gel capacity. Some more palladium. Iridium and Ezo. Power cells. Just want to look around for everything that we can grab before talking to Morden. So this is Morden.
Professor Morden Solis?
Don't recognize you from area. Too well armed to be refugees. No mercenary uniform. Quarantine still in effect. Here for something else? Vorcha? Crew to clean them out? Unlikely. Vorcha a symptom, not a cause. The plague. Investigating possible use as bioweapon. No. Too many guns, not enough data, equipment. Soldiers, not scientists. Yes. Hired guns, maybe.
Relax, Morden. I'm Commander Shepard, and I came here to find you. I'm on a critical mission, and I need your help.
Mission? What mission? No. Too busy. Clinic understaffed. Plague spreading too fast. Who sent you?
Ever heard of an organization called Cerberus?
Crossed paths on occasion. Thought they only worked with humans. Why request Salarian aid?
The Collectors are kidnapping entire human populations. We're gonna find out why and stop them.
Collectors? Interesting. Plague hitting these slums is engineered. Collectors one of few groups with technology to design it. Our goals may be similar. But must stop Plague first. Already have a cure. Need to distribute it at Environmental Control Center. Vorcha guarding it. Need to kill them.
I'll get in and deal with the Vorcha.
What the hell was that?
Vorcha have shut down environmental systems. Trying to kill everyone. Need to get power back on before District suffocates. Here, take Plague Cure. Also, bonus in good faith, weapon from dead Blue Sun's mercs. May come in handy against Vorcha. One more thing. Daniel, one of my assistants, went into Vorcha territory looking for victims. Hasn't come back.
If I see him, I'll do what I can to help.
Thank you. Told him not to go. But he's smart. Bright future. I hope.
I found a Batarian plague victim near the entrance to the neighborhood. Can you send someone to help him?
Risky. Blue Sun's Vorcha still battling. District not secure. See what I can do.
What can you tell me about this plague?
Advanced design. Suspected collectors before you mentioned them. Purpose seems experimental. Destroys respiratory systems with harmful genetic mutations. Makes sense to avoid humans. Unnecessary to force mutation on human genetic structure for sake of variants.
Unnecessary mutations? What are you talking about?
Possible goal of virus. Testing viable mutation levels in various species. Horrific, but feasible for collectors. Humans known to have diverse genetic background, wider range than other sapient races. Makes sense as control group.
What do you know about the Vorcha?
Cowardly, opportunistic scavengers. Not tactical or aggressive. Scale of attack unusual for them. Suspect Vorcha working for collectors. Distributing plague, collecting data. No proof, but theory fits evidence.
Any idea where I can find Daniel?
No. Heard infected Batarians trapped behind Vorcha lines. Daniel went to help. Warned him not to go. Too dangerous. Patients here need him. Snuck out anyway. Wanted to find him myself. Can't leave the clinic. Have to look after the patients.
Have you had any trouble at the clinic?
Nothing major. Blue Suns came for humans, made threats, killed them before things escalated.
For a doctor, you're awfully calm about taking out a group of mercs.
Wasn't always a doctor. Some work with Salarian Special Tasks Group. Can handle myself. Advantage of being Salarian. Turians, Krogan, Vorcha, all obvious threats. Never see me coming.
Let's head for the environmental plant.
Yep. Carnifex hand cannon. So yeah, Morton's a little, I know he seems a little weird, but you know, he's pretty great. Okay, so we also have the cannon now. And yeah, I think that we will leave it off there for this part. Let's check our codex real quick.
Although they resemble a mammal,
disgusting Vorcha. And in our journal, cure the plague. Also, find Daniel. All right. Well, when we come back the next time, we will continue with this. We'll go to try to cure the plague, and we'll try to find Daniel, and then yeah, we will continue with Omega and look for Archangel as well. So take care, everybody. Thank you all for joining me on this part, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.